It's been about 24 hours since the shooting happened, and Alachua County deputies haven't received any new information on the investigation. I was here last night, and about an entire block was taped off. Right around the corner from the University of Florida that have public safety alerts, a little more active than usual. With all the water surrounding Florida, the Sunshine State is easily considered as one of the most dangerous states for boaters. But just within the last 5 minutes, the wind has been picking up. I mean, the rain isn't too heavy, but it's blowing to the left, it's blowing to the right. And already, shelves are bare, and now gas stations are running on E, leaving residents hopping from corner to corner searching for gas. Have been fighting to remove the old Joe Confederate statue from in front of the county administration building, and it's been a controversial topic for Alachua County commissioners. Reporting in Micanopy, I'm Brooke Rayford, CBS 4 News. I spoke with the manager, and he said they have 9 more pallets of bottled water on their way. They also have been loading the shelves with batteries and flashlights, but he said as fast as they're coming in, they're going out. The city says small and minority-owned businesses have grown from about 20 to nearly 300 in just 4 years. And Smith, an innocent bystander, was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Dad didn't deserve this. Dad did not deserve this.
A son, a brother, and soon-to-be father.
Emotional, numb, mad, frustrated, everything.
An innocent life taken too soon.
Yeah, that's him right here saying, babe.
Babe, do Rick beat me all the time in basketball? You beat me 2 times. Like, don't be quiet. Elaborate.
With only a few memories left behind.
I was in the house. I heard the gunshots from my apartment. I stay over here on this back street. And I come around here, and my brother-in-law, which is his brother, said my brother got shot. I just seen my boyfriend on the ground.
24-year-old Derek Smith killed Sunday evening in a drive-by shooting.
It was later determined that our victim was actually an innocent bystander. He was not the intended target of the shooting.
The family is relieved deputies have arrested one suspect and are on the hunt for another, but the grief is taking a toll.
When I go to sleep and I wake up in the middle of the night, like, all I can say is I want my baby, I want my boyfriend, I want my other half.
And with a Derek Jr. on the way,
I want my man home. I want him home. That's all I ever say. It won't be much, and probably until I see my son.
And deputies say they won't stop until the second suspect, Tyleek Scarborough, is in custody.
Killing an innocent person who was soon to have a child, we have to bring this man to justice. And we want him to know, if he's watching this, that we're coming for him.
As the school year wraps up, most students are signing yearbooks, while Peyton and Sadie are signing handwriting books. Now Christian,
E for egg. Egg. Good job.
He's taking it one letter at a time. The Menzies, a family of 5, made an educated decision for their 3 kids.
Everybody says, oh, I couldn't do that.
For their first influence to be from the mother and the father.
My husband was 100% behind it all the way. It was me that had to come around to the idea.
They chose to homeschool.
We really wanted to, introduce, Jesus and have that in their curriculum, intertwined with everything that they are learning from start of their life to, further on.
So we felt like if the kids were here, then they would be getting our influence. We would have kind of that control over what they're being exposed to and that sort of thing.
Typical school days range from 4 to 8 hours. School at home is a tad different.
You don't have to wake up early.
And shorter. So how many hours a day would you say you all spend on actual schoolwork?
I guess we're done with in an hour and a half. When your kids are with you, you don't realize it, but they're kind of learning all the time, because you're just answering question after question after question. So it may not be subject specific, but they're learning all day long.
While every child learns differently, more seem to be doing so at home. Since 2015, homeschool enrollment has increased nearly 30% in Alachua County.
With homeschool, standardized testing is not required, so that's something some families like that aspect of it.
Come on, man. I want to be like them. Come on, man. Where them hands at?
Deshaun Owens wants to be a football player, but has bigger plans for his future.
I want to give back to the community. I want to help them stay on the right track, and I want to help myself stay on the right track too. So.
Owens is an 8th grader graduating from Boys to Men, a program designed to build confidence and guide young men in the right direction.
Mentoring, leadership, becoming better citizens, and knowing, what your future holds.
Mentoring nearly 100 kids each year, the program sent their first group of members off to college last year.
Some of those kids basically said they would have never thought that they would graduate from high school because nobody else in their family had.
Powell says with the recent shootings and violence, now is the perfect time for a positive outlet.
Kids need something that they can, they can fall back on and feel real comfortable about, knowing that, okay, somebody has my back. I don't have to, pick up a gun. I don't have to be in this situation. I don't have to run with this crew.
Christopher Brown, also an 8th grader, says through the program he's gained more than a brotherhood.
It's awesome. You're here with your brothers. You learn about responsibility, how to keep up your grades in class, don't fall behind the wrong crowds.
And while many steer away from the wrong crowd, he says negative influence is always there.
I try to be a leader. Cause they tell us about how many different things happen, like outside, like some people who get a scholarship to school, but then they come back home and get in trouble.
We see the big picture that these little faces, these young minds, young hearts are what our future is. So that's why we're trying to do all of these things and spend our time out here being with them, and pointing and guiding them.
Reporting in Gainesville, I'm Brooke Rayford, CBS 4 News.